Good morning students. Once again welcome back to computer science class. Today we'll continue the previous topic. Arrays already I have started. In the arrays I have explained only the one dimensional array. Okay, but today I will explain the next type of array, that is a two-dimensional array. Okay, so actually what is the use of the array and how many types of arrays we have, that already we completed. What is an array? In the single variable, if you want to store more than one value of same data type, then we'll use the array. Okay, memory point of view, if you are declaring a 5 variables and if you are declaring an array with the 5 elements, memory point of view it is same. But all the elements, whatever elements you are storing in that array, each and every element is identified with the same name. Okay, only the index number will change. And what example I have given for an array? Apartment I have given. In the apartment, house number is same, only the flat number is different. Similarly, in an array name is same, and whatever index is there, that index will change. And a particular element is identified with the index number. And how to declare an array is data type, array name, in the bracket size. What it means? Data type is what type of value you are going to store in that array. And the array name is a name of the array, and it is a user identifier. You can store any, user can give any name. And this is nothing but the size of the array is a 5. Example, if I have given like this, int a5, semicolon. So, how many elements, what is the size of 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, a of 3, a of 4. Array index is starting from 0. So the last element is 5 minus 1, 4. So example, if you are assigning a value like this. So it is more than one element. So whatever elements are there, that should be enclosed like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Semicolon. So here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Like this. This is the internal structure. But for this block, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes, 2 bytes. Total for this array with the size of 5 elements, we are giving a 10 bytes of memory. So memory point of view, if you are declaring a 5 elements and if you are declaring an array with the 5 elements, if you are declaring a 5 variables, and if you are declaring that 5 variables with the help of the array with the 5 elements, the memory is same. Only the thing is 5 elements are identified with the single name. Okay, this is about one dimensional array and array. But here, if you are declaring a one dimensional array like this, int a 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So what happened? What is the internal structure for this? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Example. This is the internal structure using a one-dimensional array. But if you want to create a structure, actually this is a one row. If you want to create a data structure like a matrix, like this 0, 1, 2, 3, or like a table, this one-dimensional array is not suitable, because if it is a matrix or if it is a table, we need a number of rows and a number of columns. But using a one-dimensional array, we are creating only the rows, not columns. So in real-time applications like a matrix and all, if you want to create a matrix using a C programming, there we need a rows and columns, where one-dimensional array is not suitable, because one-dimensional array is used for only the rows. So if you want to create a data structure like a rows and columns, if you want to create a one object like a matrix, then what we do is we take the help of a two-dimensional array, where you can create elements for rows and columns. Okay, so 2 dimension means one dimension for a row and one dimension for a column. One dimension means only row, means you can display the element in the form of rows only, horizontal. So if you want to display an elements in the form of rows and columns, then we'll take the help of 2 dimension array. Okay, so 2 dimension array is just like a 1 dimension array. But here what we do is, whatever elements you are storing, whatever elements you are displaying, that will be in the form of matrix, where you have a rows and columns. So here you see the 2 dimensional syntax you see. Syntax, same. Data type, array name. It is similar to the 1 dimensional array. One subscript for a row size actually is row size, and one subscript for a column size. Same column. Okay, so here I am declaring one 2 dimensional array int a, 2 rows, 2 columns. Then how will you get like this? 2 rows means example 0, 1, 2, 3. Example I am giving. This is for a first row, this is for a second row, and this is first column, and this is second column. So if you want to create a matrix like structure, then we'll go for a 2 dimensional array. In 2 dimensional array, one dimension, one subscript for row and one subscript for the column. Means how many rows you want will give in a row size, and how many columns you want will give column size in a second subscript. So total how many elements you need to give is 2 into 2. Total 4 elements means row into columns. That many elements you need to pass. Okay. So here you take screenshot of this. This is called as a syntax for array declaration, and this is an example. Now, so here using a 2 dimensional array, what we are giving a row number, row size, column size we are giving, and this is the syntax. This is the example. 2 rows, 2 columns. Now we'll come to initialization. See, if you just see 1 dimensional array, how we used to give int a equals to a of 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Example. So the memory structure is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Example. So better I will explain with only the 2 elements, so that easily you can differentiate 1 dimensional array, 2 dimensional array. 2 means here you should be 2. 1, 2. This is a of 0. This is a of 1. Okay. If it is a 1 dimensional array. Now come to initialization. Initialization of 2 dimensional array. So what size I have given? Actually, data type. No need to data type. Direct already I have given syntax. So A 2 2 I have given. Means 2 rows, 2 columns. Total how many elements I have to give? 4 elements I have to give. Then first row 1, 2. Second row 3, 4. Close the main bracket. This is a syntax for 2 dimensional array initialization. Here the size of this size is a of 0, a of 1 like this. Wait, just a minute. Okay. Just you take this, and I'll give you the memory representation. A of 0, 0, 1. A of 0, 2. A of 1, 0, 3. A of 1, 1, 4. How it will be is, so you take the matrix structure 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. This is the first row, this is the second row. First row, first element. So it is starting from a 0. So first row, first element is 1. This is for row, this is for column. First row, second element 2. Only column is increasing. Row is not increasing because row is not completed yet. Okay. Now come to the second row. Here the row is increasing. Second row, this one. Second row, the first element. And second row, second element. In case of one-dimensional array, we used to get only one subscript. Here we have a 2 subscripts. Okay. So that is why you need to give a 2 subscript to values you should give. Here the first row, first column value is 1. This one. This is A0, 0. This is A0, 1. Here the row number is not changing. Okay, first row only we are discussing. Now here it is A0, A1, 0. Because it is a second row, first element. And it is a second row, second element. Okay, one subscript for a row, one subscript for a column. And these are the elements. This is initialization of 2-dimensional array. Okay, you take screenshot of this. Only thing is, if it's a 1-dimensional array, you will get only one subscript. Directly, so you will get all the elements in a braces, separating each and you will get comma to separate each and every element. If it is a 2-dimensional array, you will get 2 subscripts, one subscript for a row and one subscript for a column. Okay, so here when you will get a comma, this is in the first row you have more than one element. In the second also you have more than one element. So in here the elements are separated by a comma and row is also separated by a comma because comma is used to separate. It may be a variable or it may be a rows. Okay, so this is 2-dimensional array. Now accessing 2-dimensional array. Accessing means what? You need to print that. See, whenever you get this question in the exam, first you should give syntax for a declaration, syntax for initialization, and next how to access that array elements you should give. So it's how to declare over, how to initialize over. Now the next one is how to print, how to access that elements. Accessing 2-dimensional array elements. Yeah. Suppose I am giving like this. A2, 2, 1, comma 2, first row, 3, comma 4, second row. Now I want to print this element. Then directly you can give the memory location. Printf, %. What is the first memory location here? A0, 0. Next, printf, %, A0, 1 for the second element, this element. Next, printf, %, second row, first element. Second row, first element. Because array size starts from a 0, so the second row will be 1. Printf, %, A1, 1. So this is the accessing. Declaration over, initialization over. The next one is the accessing, means printing that elements. How to print a 2-dimensional array elements. Take screenshot of this. Now we'll write a example program including initialization, declaration and accessing. Main header file, yesterday was standard input and output, main function. From the main function your program execution will be start. Here whatever variable you are going to use in the program, all those variables should be declared in the declaration section. Main contain 2 sections. One is a declaration and the second one is the execution. In declaration we will declare all the variable whatever you are going to use in the program. So here I am declaring like this. A2 will take 3. Total how many elements we need to give? 3 into 3, 9 elements. 1, 2, 3, comma 4, 5, 6, comma 7, 8, 9, comma close the main one. Next, now printing. Printf percentile d, percentile d, percentile d. Here I am printing 3 elements. Okay. A of 0, 0, comma A of 0, 1, A of 0, 2. A of 0, 0, A of 0, 1, A of 0, 2. This row will be printed. Now, percentile d, percentile d, percentile d, comma. This one I am printing A1, 0, comma A1, 1, comma A1, 2. Row number is increasing. Okay, now the second, third row. A2, this one, 0, A2, 1, second element, this one, A2, 2. Over. If you want to single element also, you can print. So here I have given 3 cross 3 matrix. So 9 elements have to print. So that is why in one printf statement I have printed entire row I have printed. You take screenshot of this. This is about 2-dimensional array. Now, we will discuss about multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array means what? More than one, more than two, sorry. Already one dimensional array, two dimensional array I have given. But it is more than two means that will come under two dimensional array. So here, for this I give you one example. This is one table with 2 rows, 2 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second table with 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows, 2 columns. 5, 6, 7, 8. Third table with again 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows, 2 columns. Example here it is a 2 dimension, 2 dimension, 2 dimension. But how many tables you want? That information also you should give. That is possible by using a multi-dimensional array like this. Int, I want, if the name of the array is A, I want 3 tables which contains 2 rows, 2 columns. So here how many subscripts you have? 3 subscripts. 1, 2, 3. So this is called, it's more than one dimension, more than 2 dimension. So it is called as a multi-dimensional array. Okay. So here using a multi-dimensional array, what information will give? We want tables. How many tables you want? That is the first subscript. In each and every table, how many rows you have? That is the second subscript. And in each and every table, how many columns you have? That is the third subscript. See example, if you don't want this 2, you want only this one. Directly you can give 2 dimension, 2 row. Like this you can give A2, 2 rows, 2 columns. No problem. But like that, similar matrix, if you want a 3 or 4, then we'll take the help of multi-dimensional array. In a multi-dimensional array, what happened? We'll give the how many number of tables you want. That is the first subscript. In each and every table, how many rows you want? That is the second subscript. In each and every table, how many columns you want? That is the third subscript. Okay. Again here, we'll go to the initialization. How to initialize multi-dimensional array and how to declare multi-dimensional array. Come to the declaration of multi-dimensional array. Declaration. declaration of multi-dimension. Data type. First subscript for a number of tables, and this is for a row, and this is for a column. This is for a declaration. Come to initialization. Initialization. Again, so you write down the declaration. Next, I will give you the initialization. Before this, I will give you the example. Int, I want 3 tables, 2 rows, 3 columns in each and every table. Now, come to the initialization. Initialization is assigning value to that array elements. Data type is int. Name is here. I have not given name of the array. Int a. I want 3 tables, 2 rows, and 3 columns in each. Then initialization will be the block of elements. So you get this. So first should give 2 rows. 1, 2. 2 rows and 3 columns. If it is here writing like this, you have like this. Like this. 1, 2, 3. First row, comma 4, 5, 6. 2 rows, 3 columns. Okay, 2 rows, 3 columns here. Over first table. Now come to the second table. Here again 7, 8, 9. Second table, first row, comma second table. Second table, second row. Next, third table, 13, 14, 15, comma 16, 17, 18, third row, main one. Simple. So how will you get the first table is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second table 5, 6, 7, 8. And third table like this. 13, 14. Just a minute. It's the 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows. 4, 5, 6. First table. Second table. Second table is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. You need to give the row structure. So here, these are the number of tables, these are the rows in the table, and these are the number of columns in the table. This is multi-dimensional array. Means where you will get more than 2 subscript. If it is a 2 subscript, that is a 2-dimensional array. If it is more than 2 subscript, that will come under multi-dimensional array. Okay. For accessing multi-dimensional array, again you can print like this. Printf %d, %d. So here first what you have to give is, you need to give the name of the table, the number of the table. Example, first table, and first row, first column, like this. Okay, like that. First row, first table, again first row, second column. Like that you need to print. Okay, you try it once. If you won't get, again in the live class I will explain this. Okay, this is about what is the 1-dimensional array, 2-dimensional array, 3-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Here just I have explained how to declare, how to initialize, values in the program itself. But if you want to give values at runtime after compiling a program using a scanf, then this type of method is not suitable. That if you want to take values at runtime, will take array elements also at runtime like a normal variable using a scanf function. Okay, see here whatever elements are there, you are initializing like this. If it is only the 5 elements, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the program itself you are giving a value. But if you want to supply these values at runtime after compiling, then we'll take the help of scanf function. That in the next class I will explain how to take array elements using a scanf.